Sorry, just having a quick game of Space Accountant. No, I wasn't really. I'm Bob, this is Bob's Basement. If you caught us last week, we had Lala and the Booyah, who were awesome. So I'm hoping today I'm going to get some of my friends back again. Fingers crossed, they'll be coming any moment now. Who knew? They're here now. Yeah, these guys play all around Manchester, kind of gypsy jazz stuff. Loads of kind of like gigs all around, so get them in and see what they're up to.
Robert, your mates are here.
Yeah, send them in. If Dave rings, just tell her to shave it.
Okay, love.
I'll get the guys in. Hey guys, get sat down. How's it going? You alright?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you again. Get sat down.
How are you doing?
You alright? How's it going? How's it going anyway? You alright?
Good.
You getting okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
Good
All
stuff,
good.
good stuff. Before we actually kind of crack on with the interview and stuff, got some footage of you from the Sandbar, so just see if I can get it to play. Awesome. The best bit of it is the guy just walking past. It's my favourite part of it.
That moment out there.
Yeah, Sandbar. So do you play those kind of gigs quite a lot, like all of you together?
Yeah, that was actually one of our first, if not the second gig that we did. And that's predominantly a student bar. We do play a lot of student bars, even though we're doing jazz.
Yeah.
You can call it jazz. I think it's got more of appeal to it.
How did you all meet? What was the crack?
At university.
Yeah. Manchester.
Well,
Salford.
Salford University.
Oh right, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So like, were you all kind of like friends of friends, or?
Yeah.
I mean, I walk around university all the time with my hand out trying to make new friends all the time, trying to network, so trying to get my phone book full of phone numbers.
Well, it's useful for gigs. I mean, there's quite a few of you actually that kind of get involved, isn't there? Like a rotating.
Yeah, we've got a roster of permanent and guest members, and it changes all the time. Like at one point, we're knocking on 20 people, and some points we just operate as a chamber unit with just 2 or 3 people. Yeah.
So you can just come and kind of do like 2 or 3, or there could be as many as.
As long as there's a minimum of 3, a couple of guitar players, a bass player, a violin player, you know, a small line we can gig, but it's nicer to have.
It's nice to have the full family.
Yeah, I like to have a big entourage.
I mean, how does that work out? Do you have kind of like logistical
chaos?
Yeah, it's
enjoyable chaos.
Palpitations at the end of the night, at the beginning of the night. But yeah, it can be a little bit awkward to organise, but I like a little bit of chaos.
Good stuff. Tell us a bit about your influences, because I've seen that, you know, you kind of Stefan Grappelli and Django Reinhardt, that kind of thing. I mean, are you all into similar stuff, or? Well,
we're all into music, full stop. Music's, I'm influenced by music and wouldn't like to pinpoint any particular style, but for what we're doing as gypsy jazz is something that was pioneered by Django Reinhardt, Stefan Grappelli, and we just try and pay homage to that a little bit. But I'm influenced by all kinds of jazz. I like a lot of bebop jazz, cool jazz, the big band swing stuff. But at the same time, you know, rock, blues, country, classical music, you know, world music, if I'm allowed to use that term.
The dreaded term.
Other music. We joke but
back of the record shop.
Yeah, influenced by all music. But yeah, predominantly for this, it is gypsy jazz. We try and, you know.
So do you all play in different kinds of like styles of bands as well as what you do?
Yeah, a lot of different styles.
Yeah.
Tim's actually got a trio.
I met him and he was doing bass for my rock trio. And he was just like,
right,
oh, do you want to come and record some gypsy jazz? And I was like, okay. Yeah,
So
let's go.
that's quite common with your squad. You've got other people kind of doing other stuff all the time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the beauty about it. Yeah, I was just literally playing bass with Tim in a rehearsal, and I got let down for a guitar player. And
Yeah.
It's the incestuous nature of music,
I've
isn't
got a
it?
recording session in half an hour. You've got half an hour to...
Incest, a new low.
Oh,
No,
God.
what I was going to say to you as well is, I mean, with your stuff kind of seems quite, the live is very important. You know, you're all getting together and doing the crack and not doing crack, doing, you know, having the crack and
Having the crack.
yeah,
Yeah, it's all about just having it. It's not just doing it. Like, there's lots of
Are you interested in kind of things like getting signed, or is it more just pushing what you do in
It
gigs?
depends what getting signed means. If getting signed
Yeah.
means that somebody's going to come along and help us out and actually do something for us, rather than actually wanting to take something from us.
Exactly,
then
yeah.
being signed, having a deal can mean anything. We could have a deal now. You know,
Exactly.
I'll pay you 10 pence for these sweets. That's a deal.
I
We've
meant
got
to
a
say
deal, I'll sign
actually,
the
sorry, just referencing to the sweets. So help yourself at any point to
Really?
to fruit-based cubes. Yeah.
Is there actually
we
any
can't
fruit in
mention the brand name Starburst.
Well, no, there's no kind of there's
No rush really.
Yeah.
While not all of us have experience in signed bands, we've at
Yeah.
least seen that side of the industry, and frankly, if you've seen it once, you've always seen it.
Yeah, the dark side.
Not necessarily a dark side, just one of monumental smugness. Like as soon as you get your record contract, it's oh brilliant
Yeah.
type thing. And once you see that side of the industry, it kind of turns a lot of people off getting labels. But for
Yeah.
what we're doing right now, if we actually got offered a record contract, that'd be pretty sweet. But
having a deal can mean that you're just £60,000 in debt.
Yeah,
Which I
exactly.
don't really want that.
It's the
not to
start
have
of a
the deal.
process of paying some money back
course
as
it can,
opposed to
of course.
people
But,
helping you.
I mean, primarily I put this band together, one, just to play some gypsy jazz music, and,
Yeah.
and two, I've played in all kinds of alternative and pop bands for years, and always tried to do it for the wrong reasons,
Yeah.
to get a deal,
Yeah.
rather than to play some fun music. I'm doing this to play some fun music, so if some good opportunities come along, that's good, but really...
What's the writing process like that you kind of go through? Is it just will come out of jamming and stuff that
we
you do?
we
in the-
jam ideas all the time. Primarily, I mean, at the minute we're doing mostly a lot of the standards. We're doing jazz standards,
Yeah.
and so the interpretations of Django Reinhardt, Stefan Grappelli
Yeah.
songs, and some standard. We do like Take 5 and standard
Yeah.
jazz standards like that. But we're putting together a set. We're going to record an album next summertime. So we're slowly. putting
Right,
together
how's that
material
actually
for
coming
it.
together? Is that just something you're all going to...
That's coming. I mean, I'm throwing ideas. Actually, there's a piano, that 150-year-old piano in the other room that Tim
Yeah.
was just playing. He was just
The other
bashing out
room,
an
sorry, you mean upstairs in my mother's house?
Yeah, sorry about that. I've got to stop going around and doing that.
But yeah,
Sorry.
you
define the laws
Sorry,
of
but
physics.
we needed to go somewhere. Let's do this in the piano room.
You've got a good piano.
yeah, it's Uncle Bill's. So yeah, another thing as well, you do play kind of like, you know, samba, that kind of thing. Would you be looking to do kind of festivals? Because I mean, that is like a perfect.
This is the. Yeah, this is the.
It's all about making it fun for the audience, really.
Yeah.
Well, not all about that, but it's like we want there to be a good atmosphere. So
Yeah.
anywhere where people can actually enjoy the music and actually
What we've actually
have a
done
good time.
is we've taken some of your music up onto Market Street and shown the good people of Manchester what you're actually up to, and let them have a reaction to it. So let's see if we can get this footage going and just see what they thought.
Oh, just a second, I need to put my glasses on.
Oh, definitely that one.
I give the thumbs up.
Yeah, I could listen to that. Yeah.
It's like 50-50.
Yeah, it's about.
Yeah, good. Got a bit of a leaderboard actually. See where you're up to. I think you got some good reactions. I mean, think some of them, you know,
we've got some bad ones too, though.
yeah, I think it was more that they
positive,
just weren't ready for it. You know, they weren't ready for what was hitting them.
It's too new.
Especially the guy with the massive poppy, he just kind of looked like, fuck
yeah. Yeah. He's just like, no.
Music.
Yeah. Get these things off my head. So yeah,
Important meeting to go to.
mixed bag, but some good reactions as well. The guy at the end was made up. I think, you know, probably just because someone had talked to him. You know, he was quite happy with it. So I think what we're going to do, I reckon, round about there. That's a bit. Are you happy with that?
Green for go.
Yeah, I think you get kind of good, solid green. You know, you're well away from the red. That's fine. We would have had to kill you had you scored a red, but no. So yeah, good scores. Well played.
Thank you.
Imaginary audience. If the imaginary audience could just quiet down. Thanks. Yeah, so while you're here, just thinking, do you fancy banging out a tune on your gear that I just happened to have in my basement?
Yeah.
Set
We're
up,
wondering
ready.
how that got there.
Yeah, well, bit of a mission last night, but snuck and sorted it all out. So yeah, if you fancy that, just get on over. Cheers for that. Give it a go. What tune is it going to be?
This is a minor swing.
Minor swing.
Minor swing.
Good stuff. All right.
All right.
Cheers for that, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
Nice one.
Well, thank you.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
Cheers. Right, belting. Okay, so that is Toe Rag with Minor Swing. Take it away, guys. Massive thanks to the guys from Toe Rag. Next week, get yourselves back down to Bob's Basement. We've got the magical Charlie Barnes. So that's all from me. See you later.